What's going on, guys? Deadly here, and today I'm bringing you a little bit of free-for-all on Cargo, and I just wanted to wish you guys a happy 4th of July. And real quick, I'm going to say this isn't the best gameplay, or at least the first part of it is pretty decent, but then at the end, I get into this habit of like, oh, you know what, I've been doing so good, I'm a total badass, I can't die, not now. And I think I'm invincible. I think I turned into like Iron Man, and like I just have like 10 suits of iron armor, and I'm just like, oh yeah, you destroyed one of my suits, I'll just press X and put another suit on, and this one will be 2 times better. I don't know. I get into this weird mindset that I'm invincible, and I just end up dying quite a bit at the end. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the first part of the gameplay. At the very end, I kind of just it's almost like I dropped the controller and just decided I'd let Jesus take the wheel. In this sense, the wheel being my controller. And whether you know it or not, Jesus didn't play too much Call of Duty back in year 1. I don't know what year he was born in. But yeah, there wasn't Call of Duty, not too famous back then. So when I let him play, he kind of just ruins my gameplays, guys. Anyways. Today I actually went to a cookout, and boy is it hot. I think it was like 89 degrees, and like I'm sure some of you guys who live in like the middle of nowhere in the desert where you can barely download like I don't know, Minecraft, I don't know, you guys are like, oh yeah, well it's like 200 degrees over here. And by the way, if you're in Europe, don't think I live on the sun. This is Fahrenheit. I would say it in Celsius, but then I'd have to do the whole conversion table, or I could just look it up on my phone and then just pretend like I knew it. But I'm not gonna do that. You guys know. Just know that 90s, like a really hot summer day. That's the only thing I can compare it to. And oh my God, was it hot? And I don't really like cookouts too often because like, normally it's like really hot, and like the food isn't always like that good, because I feel like whenever there's a cookout, everybody's like, oh, I don't know how people like their meat, and like I don't know, sometimes they cook the burgers too much, and it's like not good burgers. They're just like really dry and like hard. Or sometimes people are like, oh, everybody likes medium rare, which I don't think. Like I like steak medium rare. Like oh my God, steak medium rare, delicious. That is delicious. If you get your steak well done, you're really missing out. Just sort of like a little bit, just be like, hey, why don't you cut my steak in half and cook some of it medium rare and then the other well done, and you will never touch well done food again unless you really don't like medium rare and you've tried it. But I don't know, I feel like the thing with medium rare is that a lot of people think they're gonna get sick from it. Like I know my dad does not eat medium rare, and I get kind of embarrassed with him when I eat steak, because he's like, oh, can I have that medium rare? I'm like, oh my God, I'm never eating steak with you again. I'm just kidding. I don't really mind. It's just it's really weird, because my mom's side of the family and like my mom, everyone on that side, they all eat medium rare. Like they're completely fine with it. And then on my dad's side, everyone's like well done, and I'm the weird one because I order medium rare, and that's delicious. If you don't eat medium rare, at least try it one time. And look at that, I don't know why there was a random C4 on the steps there, but anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. But anyway, it was like really hot, and like, so I don't know, I just wanted to let you guys know that 4th of July here in New York was really hot, I guess. And yeah, and also the transportation on the way back. The thing is, my dad works for this bus company. He drives buses as he fixes them, because he's really good with like mechanic stuff and all that. So he's kind of like their handyman and their driver. It's pretty cool. And we had to go fix a flat tire on a bus, and he's like, hey, I'm going to the cookout, I have to fix the tire over there, and it's near my friend's house, we might as well go. I'm like, alright, we'll all go, we'll all have a great time at the cookout. And the food was fine, although I stuck to hot dogs most of the time because you can't mess those up, and if you mess those up, you should probably learn how to cook. But yeah, and so we went over there, and the thing was, he had to work his shift on the way back, so I couldn't drive with him because obviously the bus would be filled up with people, so I had to go with one of his friends who also had a whole bunch of people on his bus, but there was obviously enough room. And he worked for a camp. They work for a camp right now, and they were picking up a whole bunch of little kids, and every single time I like listen to little kids' conversations, I think, is this how dumb I sounded when I said things? And like they're talking about like how they almost died one time. They were like sharing their badass stories of how they had a scrape with death, and I was having a jolly good time listening to them. And this kid was like Oh, this one time I got stung by a horsefly, and it was right near my heart. And if you guys don't know, you can almost die from that. And I was like, what? You cannot die from a beast that stinging you near the heart unless you're allergic to it. I doubt a horsefly is going to kill you. Is like biting off like part of your heart. Like what was going on? And then here's the kicker. The kid next to him asked, "So did you die?" I was like, "Oh my god, what?" So the kid obviously did not die. He was right there. But I don't know. There was just so much stuff going on that bus. I just found it hilarious, and I don't know. Like I wondered to myself, like I wish someone had recorded all the weird conversations that I had with my friends when I was little, so I could see all the weird stuff that I had. Also, they were talking about these, I don't know, like these Pokemon cards, I guess, because I don't know the name of the new Pokemon. So for all I know, that's what they could have been talking about. And they were like, this guy was like, "Oh, I have this really rare card," and he's like, "Oh yeah," and then there's like, "Yeah," and then the guy was like, "Oh well, I don't have that one, but I do have this really popular one." I'm like, that's not how it works. Like, having a rare card is much better than having a popular card, because I'm guessing by popular he meant that like a lot of people had it and a lot of people liked it. I was like, that's not how it works. And obviously I didn't explain that to the kid. I don't have time, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay. If you guys did, let me know in the comment section below, and have a great 4th of July.